Next one is called Different Belief Systems.
Uh-oh.
And this is a short email. It's like 3 sentences.
Uh-oh.
I love y'all's podcast. My husband and I have come a ways just because of y'all. I do have a problem though, and I don't know if you've touched on it or not. How do you deal with having different beliefs? My husband is a die-hard Christian, and I believe in the possibility, but I wholeheartedly believe in evolution and things like that. We can't seem to have an intellectual conversation about it without someone getting worked up about the difference between belief and fact.
We just don't have those conversations then.
How do you deal with the differences like this? This is really our only problem.
It's not a problem. You just don't have those discussions.
If
Because you're not going to change his faith. And if
Mm-hmm.
you're not willing to believe that there could be something out there bigger than us, you just need to not have those discussions.
Right.
It's as simple as that. It's like if you were left and he was right in politics, you guys are going to have issues when you bring that up. Don't talk about it.
If he wants a Christian woman, he should have gotten with a Christian
I
woman.
agree with that. Yep.
I agree. If you guys are going to dedicate yourselves to each other, this needs to be a off topic. Like, we don't visit this conversation. We don't have this conversation. You have your beliefs. I have mine. Clearly, every time we try to have a conversation, we get too into our emotions about it.
How often are you having conversations about evolution in your house?
I don't think
Have
it's
we
just
ever had a
evolution.
conversation about evolution? Ever?
I mean, we have when we're watching documentaries or whatever, but we've never just had a just checking in. Do you still believe in evolution?
We know that evolution is real in a sense that when you adapt and overcome to your surroundings, that is a form of evolution.
Correct.
Like,
We are both followers of Christ.
right.
I'm not going to speak for you. Evolution exists.
Right. Well, it to an extent it absolutely does.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a missing link when you look at Darwin's theory of evolution that brings monkey to man.
Right. And even scientists have said we can't figure out what this missing link is.
Right. So you're at that point you're believing in a theory.
Mm-hmm.
And if you believe in a theory, it's a fucking theory. Are you saying that you can't believe in God? Because from that standpoint, you can't prove God exists either. I mean, you can.
Right.
The miracles that I've seen is all the
Mm-hmm.
proof I need. But isn't that really the same thing? Like when you really
Right.
break it down, it is
Yeah.
the same concept.
Everything, not everything, but a vast majority of things right now going on in the world, we really don't have any knowledge on the millions and billions of years that the planet has been here.
Right.
So, I don't know. It just seems exhausting.
Yeah. I would just not talk about it.
There was a time up until about 6 months ago that you and I had different belief systems, and it was never an issue. We had the same relationship. I mean, we've evolved.
Oh no.
We've evolved. We have definitely unlocked new levels in our relationship, and we've leveled up. We've always had the traditional values and the love and
Respect for each
the
other.
respect and the loyalty and the dedication and the devotion.
Yep.
It's always been there. And we never really talked about religion.
Right.
And we did. It was never arguments. You would bring up things and I would listen and I would talk about whatever I'm talking about and you would listen.
I can understand if somebody's like a diehard Christian and they are one of those people who, if you're not a follower of Christ, you're wrong. And like, there are people that take that to an extreme and that's the way their belief system works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. That's not how my belief system works. And that's my relationship with God. Like there's, you know what I mean? So like, I'm not going to treat people that way. I don't know. I think in this scenario, the easy answer is just don't have those discussions.
I agree.
And when you feel yourself starting to have that discussion, be like, hey, I don't want to argue with you. And this is going to turn into an argument. So I would like to change the topic, please.
Yeah.
You don't have to be mean about it. Just recognize that it's coming, shut that shit down and move on to the next thing.
All right. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that, found it entertaining, funny, or even learned something you didn't know before, share it. And if you're not subscribed, why aren't you? And for those of you who want to support us, get access to exclusive content and live streams, we do have a Patreon. All the links are in the description.